My name's Shelley Appleton. Welcome to this training insight. This is all about the what is that reflex? Or it could also be titled How Not to Train a Horse to be Spooky. So the what is that reflex is known as the orientating reflex or response, or the investigatory reflex. And it's an innate reflex that is triggered by the appearance of something novel or potentially threatening in the environment. And I think knowing about it really helps you understand horses. And we've all experienced with a horse. It's where the 15-hand horse grows to 18 hands, becomes frozen on the spot. It becomes hyper-focused on something, usually in the distance, and you can feel the heart beating through the saddle, and you get this feeling of impending doom. So it's very important to understand that this is a reflex, and punishing it can cause a horse to become chronically spooky because they've got no control over it. It's just an innate response. So lots of people will punish the horse for not being focused on them or being distracted, and they'll end up making the horse scared of getting scared. And that can cause those horses that are very spooky or that spook and spin and bolt. So what is happening is that the horse is being triggered to investigate something for being a potential threat. Now, studies have shown that the investigation takes as little as 13 seconds. Okay, so here's a couple of horses that are being triggered into the investigatory reflex here. So you can see the hyper-focus, head up, studying. So it's a reflex. Second horse is being triggered as well. Now watch. See that? When the focus is actually being broken, they break it and then they come back again. That means that they've had a look, and the initial look says, you know what, I think this is going to be okay. So that's the point that the real drive of the reflex tends to be gone. And that's normally when I will then ask the horse a question, is when that occurs right there. So an approach to handling it. Your role with the horse is actually to act as an emotional filter. So the horse will defer, okay, should I be worried about that, to you. That's what you want to cultivate. So it's very important that you be calm. You try to be calm, remain breathing. And a really good trick that I have is I talk to whatever their horse is worried about, whether it's a kangaroo or, you know, some cyclist in the distance or whatever. I'll just start talking. So you got to allow the horse to investigate. As I said, it's typically about 13 seconds before you see that they'll look at it and they go, it's okay. It's not really going to kill me. Okay. And you'll see their focus break. But whatever you do, don't punish the horse and demand its attention. It's 13 seconds, and it's normally done in early days of when the horse is young or when you're developing a relationship. And the best thing to do is just let them have a look at it. Let them go through that investigatory reflex. And when you see that hyper-focus break, then you ask them to do something. Now, the more trust and connection you build with a horse, the less it's going to be triggered, because the horse feels better about stuff. It's deferring, you know, worrying about the environment to you. So if you handle it right early on, it won't be a problem. So as I said, an approach to handling it is when the hyperfocus breaks, okay, you'll see they'll stare at it intently, and then you'll see them, as we saw in the footage, the horse will just break the attention. That means that they've kind of gone, okay, it's probably not that bad a threat, okay? And so when they do that, you ask the horse to do something and get them back with you. That's when you get their attention back at that stage. And I normally just ask the horse to do something simple like a figure of 8. And I might keep doing a figure of 8 until they're fully back with me. So please subscribe to this channel if you want to keep up to date with my daily training insights, or visit my website, calmwillingconfidenthorses.com.au, to discover my courses, my books, my coaching, and my blogs. Thank you.